Tell us how you met on West Side Story.
Well, we met on that international company of West Side Story. We had closed on Broadway, and they were remounting a company, and Michael got cast as Baby John, and I continued my role as a shark, and we rehearsed in New York just for a few days so Jerry Robbins could sort us out, and then we went to Israel where we started the tour, and my best friend in the company was this girl named Audrey. She was my drinking buddy and my pal. And she took one look at Michael. He was 17, remember? And she was like a little cougar, I guess. And she adopted him. And we became a very tight threesome. So I got to know him pretty well very quickly. And the tour was fun, and we connected very well. And at one point we were playing Berlin, and we were in Berlin the day the wall went up. And it was very tense and paranoid, the city. And the show was going oddly. Of course, the audiences has so much on their mind. And they were doing the cool number, and the drugstore did not move up stage. The stagehands missed the cue, so Audrey got kicked in the head and had a concussion, and they rushed her to the hospital. And so Michael and I get together, and we go, we can't leave Audrey in Berlin. The city is like weird, and what are we going to do? So we go off to this hospital in Berlin, look down hallways, we're sneaking around, we grab a little suitcase, we find Audrey's room, we put clothes on her. We sneak down hallways, and we escape her from the hospital, and we run to the train station and jump on the train as we're exiting Berlin. It was like a Hitchcock movie. But after that little adventure, Michael and I were like, we were best pals.
She could have died. She had a concussion.
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on. We just had her hooked up. But it was fun. And then Michael and Audrey, went on to have a relationship together. And then when Michael moved to New York after that tour, because he was ready to make it in show business, I was living with my parents, who were still living in Manhattan, and Michael came in and moved in with us till he got on his feet.
And were you aware of his ambition?
Not at the time. Not at the time. He was 17. I was 5 years older than him, and I knew I was connecting with him, and we became great pals. And we were through his whole career,
And you have been quoted as saying he didn't want to be you and you didn't want to be him.
Exactly. So I didn't have his ambition. And when he asked me to work for him, I wasn't a paid assistant, so to speak. And so I always told him the truth about what I thought about the work. And I think he always relied on that. And like you said, I didn't want to be him and he didn't want to be me. I didn't have his ambition. But I had a talent as an editor, I think, that worked very well with what he did.
My God, you sure did.
It was a very good relationship.
So Michael went on to dance in Subways Are for Sleeping for Michael Kidd, and he got reviewed. There was a little number that they edited out of town with two teenagers and Carol Lawrence, and he didn't get mentioned as by name, but he did get a review. And then the next one was Here's Love with Bjork. And after that, he went into Bonjour. Now, Jerry Signius, who is not here today, but was his partner, said that he always used to say, gee, I could do this better than this. I could.
He always said that, yes.
And before Here's Love, he assisted Ron Field on Nowhere to Go But Up.
Yeah,
but it was a flop.
And I was in that.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, a lot of us in here were in there. Frank Petrie, all of us. Yeah, we were all in that.
Well, my God, this is a family. This is a family. Now, then he did a lot of television. Are you aware of a number he did with Carol Lawrence called "It's Better with a Band"?
Yes, I worked on that.
And was that a showstopper beyond belief?
Well, it was a very ambitious number. I mean, we used like 30 dancers on the Sullivan show, and Carol came in and did the pre-record, but then she got sick and was out the whole week and came in the last day and got up and did it, and we did it all around her. And it was quite a big number. I think the Sullivan show was like, what have we got here, but a very successful number.
And it sort of put him on the map a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, next was Hullabaloo, and we have a treat for us. We're going to have Gene Castle, who was supposed to be here, who was a dancer on Hullabaloo, is sick today. So we're not going to have him talk about it. But this number, this is when the Hullabaloo dancers each choreographed their own specialty. And I think Donna is in it, and then Michael comes on, and you can surely tell when it's Michael by that head going. And then it winds up with David Winter's choreography. So here is Hullabaloo.
That's Dean Jones.
That's Dean Jones.
Barbara Monte, Gene Castle, Leda Edmund Jr., and Barbara Alston. Well, these people appear on Hullabaloo every week. They are a very, very important part of the show, so we thought it was about time you met them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hullabaloo Dancers. Too much. The last time I saw dancing like that, it rained for a week.
Just a sensational dancer.